of each and every driver will take me at least 15 to 20 minutes. And the right midways, the left. So the second thing which we are basically going to do is the time alignment. When you are tuning a car, it is always tuned for the owner of the car. Let me on the pink noise. See, you have to play the pink noise. Let me on the pink noise. And this is called the moving mic method. That means we have to constantly move the mic. The left hand side drivers are actually tuned to the left, the right hand side drivers are tuned to the right. Going to on only the left mid range. So if you can see, the sound is coming from that side, and if it is the right, if it is from the center, you can see it is from the center. If you can see the left center, then the sound comes from that side. Yes guys, now we are going to tune up the complete car. So I just want to explain you what is there in this car. So let us start. It's a three-way in the front. What is a three-way? You have the tweeter, you have the mid range here and the midways here. Similarly on the right hand side, in the back side we have the coaxial speakers, so which comes with an inbuilt tweeter. Then we have a subwoofer on the back side. So this is a very basic DSP, comes with an amplification inside. So I have taken this project just to explain what kind of a work can be done at RS Car Modifiers, how skilled we are to give the output what the customer is looking for. So we have set up all the 8 channels, all the 9 channels here. If you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I cannot show the complete process in this video, but I will be able to show you a gist what we are actually going to do. So if you can see, what we are going to basically do is we have set up all the drivers on the left side, that is the front left, front right, the mid range, the right mid range, woofer, the rear coaxials, the rear right coaxials, and the subwoofer. So basically what we are going to do is we are just going to set up the basic filters. What is a basic filters? These are basically called as the electrical phase filters. That means this is only up to where the speaker is. So we are going to just keep a comfortable filter frequencies and the filter type so that the drivers doesn't get overloaded, it doesn't break up. So what we have basically done is a front left tweeter. I have given an high pass filter at 4000 Hz with a slope of 24 link widths, so that every driver are in phase with respect to the driver position. So the right tweeter also placed at 4000 at 24. Then is the left mid range, which is placed from 400 to 4000, and the left woofer is placed from 70 to 400, and the coaxial is a high pass starting from 80, goes for the full range. Then you have the rear subwoofer, which is placed at a low pass filter at 70 Hz. So what we basically are going to tune up in this car is we are going to basically tune up each and every driver individually. I will show you certain options, but let me check the entire system is working properly. So I'm just going to let me play a small song. So see, we have already EQ'd the stuff, because the EQ of each and every driver will take me at least 15 to 20 minutes. So we took almost 3 to 4 hours to EQ the complete setup. So I won't be able to show each and everything in that, but let me show whether all the drivers are playing properly. So I'm just going to play a song. So people ask me what is the usage of a DSP. This is going to be the basic usage, where you are going to segregate the frequency. So you can see each and every driver. So the left tweeter is playing now, is playing, the right tweeter is playing, the left mid range is playing, right mid range is playing, the left midway is here, and the right midways, the left coaxial, the right coaxial, and the subwoofer is playing as well. So we can now say that all the drivers are playing and every polarity is already checked. So the second thing which we are basically going to do is the time alignment. So what we basically do is we do a process manually as well as through an impulse response. The thing which is done right now is the manual. So we are going to measure each of the drivers from the position of the driver, and each one of it measured, and it is going to be entered in this DSP. and the DSP itself is going to get the time delay. So what the time delay is going to basically do is, it is going to give a center stage basically to the driver once the complete thing is EQ'd and it is done at a center stage. That means, in a common term, the driver will be able to listen the music from the center stage, which I'll be just playing out to you as well once the every time alignment is done. So in time alignment, basically we are going to do two things. One is the manual measurement, second is the impulse response. So I'll be making a different video on the impulse response later on. Just I'm giving a gist. These are the things which is basically can be done for a small and DSP. So I just don't want to go into the more complex of audio. So let us do only the manual measurement as well. So what basically we are going to do now is the each driver response through a app called as REW. So what I'm basically going to do is, I'll just show you a small snippet of what is the frequency which is going to come and which is the curve which is we are going to match. What you have to do when you tune up a car is basically you have to make the driver or the customer seat on the right side of the seat and take his measurement. What and all you have to be very careful is a measurement from that bottom to the leg of the customer, because the customer won't be always there with you, and the upright position of his ear. So why we have to take that measurement is, when you are tuning a car, it is always tuned for the owner of the car and it is at the driver's seat. So until you don't know what is the length and his height of that, because each and every frequency will sound different at a different height. So if you are going to keep the mic here and tune, and if you keep the mic here and tune, there is a huge lot of difference. So it is always better, the first and the foremost thing, after you set up every drivers, it's always better you make the customer seat, take his measurement, then make sure it is getting tuned at the proper position. So I won't be giving you a brief description of what and all I'm going to do, but I'm just going to show you just how a simple driver is getting. For that, I will just choose the left mid-range, which is that. So let me on the pink noise. See, you have to play the pink noise. Let me on the pink noise. So the first and foremost is I'm going to use this mic to do the entire tuning, and this is called the moving mic method. That means we have to constantly move the mic so that the frequency which reaches here from all the drivers are captured in an average. So what we basically do is, I will just on the REW. So I'll be now owning this. If you can see here, this mic basically is going to change, even a small disturbance is also there. So we recommend the RTA tuning. When you're doing an RTA tuning, it is always better not to tune where the place is very louder, so that a small sound change, if you can see here, it changes the wave as well. So in this way, what I am basically is going to do is, I'm going to tune each of these drivers, and the left hand side drivers are actually tuned to the left, the right hand side drivers are tuned to the right, and I'll be able to set up with respect to the curve I am going to use. So we have done most of the process already, because it takes a lot of time. I won't be able to say everything in this video. So now it is tuned up. Let us see how the output has come. So it is actually stays to the driver. So I will be able to actually sound it, hear the sound from the center. So let me play a song and let us listen only to the mid-range, so that the customer does know what is better. Channel 4 is the mid-range. So when I sit at this position, I'm just going to on only the left mid-range. So if you can see, the sound is coming from that side, and if it is the right, then it comes from the right side. So when I play both of it, then I am able to hear from the center. check whether both the mid ranges are in phase. So you have a test tone for that. If you can see here,
my voice is in
the
phase.
sound is coming from the center.
My voice is in phase. My voice is out of phase.
So when it is out of phase, it shows it is on the other speakers.
My voice should appear to come from a single point at the far left of your soundstage. My location should be exact and well focused.
So if you can see the staging as well, you get the sound from the center.
Instruments and voices recorded as linear as possible. And that's also why this CD is mixed, only with a few tweaks, some reverb and a slight EQ work to preserve the live feel as if you would sit in the audience. It's noted in the booklet where we have done more manipulation to this.
So basically, once the tuning is done, it is always preferable to play the MR tunes and check whether the tuning has been properly done. So one of the ways to do this is basically to play the position tunes which comes from the MR itself. So I'm just going to play the position left. So when you do the position left, you will see the sound is coming from the left. So if you can see, it is coming from the right. If it is from the center, you can see it is from the center. Then you have this center. Position left.
Left center.
If you can see the left center, then the sound comes from that side. So if it is right center, you get the staging on the right center. We at RS Car Modifiers not only EQ each of your drivers, we will make sure all the drivers are in phase as well. So we will be able to give you a time alignment of the drivers as well as the phase alignment by adding up a better EQ so that it sounds fabulous. So we tune almost every DSP which is available in the market. And especially you have seen most of my videos, we work on Audison. So Audison has its own capability of doing lot of things like the input de-equalization, the output the output EQ also can be done through an app, through an option called the Sacado in Audison. So we do the manual RTA. We will be also able to do the RTA which is comes in Audison as well. So if you're looking for a good audio system, it is not just installation, it is the wiring, it is the complete damping, it is the tuning. So if you guys are interested to get the work done at RS Car Modifiers, we are always ready for the challenge. We are up there always with the best tuners in India. So you can come visit us, have a session with me, then get your car tuned. Cheers guys.